let's look at how to manage apps in Windows 10. Um, there's no control panel on this desktop right now, but you can add one. This is something else we can go over another time. Your control panel does exist. Maybe you have one on your desktop, maybe you don't, but you can add it a couple of different ways. For one thing, it is considered an app, and it is a Windows system app, and you can find it right here. You can open it from there, or look at different portions of it, or in its file location, you can create a shortcut to the desktop. Another way to do it, depending on how you have your taskbar set up, if you have toolbars set with desktop, as I do here, then you can find it in here as well. And you're going to say create shortcut. Yes, put it on the desktop. Now you have a control panel. Now you can manage apps with the control panel as you might say you did before, Windows 7, and there's plenty of them in here. 102 listed here. You can uninstall from here. This is IOBits Uninstaller. That lists the same number of programs as you see here. But let's say you wanted something that doesn't show up there because you do have more than that. Well, that's when you got to look in your settings. And apps are controlled here. And if you look at apps and features, this is everything that you currently have installed in your Windows 10 system. Now, there are more than 102 listed here. Some of the ones that aren't listed in your control panel include, for instance, Sway and other such Windows 10 native things. But you will find them all here. And you could uninstall it, right, if you need to, if you feel like it. Another thing is, when we talk about managing apps, we may or may not want to use Microsoft Outlook. We may want to use something different from Maps or Music or your web browser. Well, here's where you can manage that. You can simply choose a different one, even though naturally Microsoft Edge is recommended for Windows 10. You can just do this. Now your default is Firefox. So when you go to open up something, it's going to be your default browser to open things up that might be attachments or links in emails, etc. And you can also work with apps in other ways. You can set them by file type. Now, there are a lot of file types. Maybe only certain ones will ever matter to you. But let's say you're talking about AVI, which would be listed right here. Well, how's that going to open? Right now it's movies and TV, but you can open it with something else. And any number of things can be changed right here. You also have the ability by protocol, which is something you're not going to have to worry about too much, but you can see a lot of it has to do specifically with Bing and Windows, DLNA. You can also look for an app in the store for whatever it is. And set defaults by app. 3D Builder, that's interesting right there. Let's look at Firefox. So this is your default for everything it can do, meaning it's your browser. Or you can be specific about which things it opens. And you can do that with most of the apps that are on your machine. So hopefully that's helped give you a little understanding of managing apps in Windows 10. and thank you for watching.